Guys, the unthinkable has happened. Yes, it is true. Dragon Ball Super will be going off the air after March till at least 2019. I want to talk about why, I want to talk about what this means, and what happens next. Let's talk about it. What is up, YouTube? It's Josh. This is the Den of Nerds. If you love Dragon Ball and you don't want Dragon Ball Super to end, subscribe to this channel. We're going to cover Dragon Ball. Whether or not Super is on the air, we're going to be doing a lot of coverage of Dragon Ball. So seriously, subscribe to the channel. We'll take care of you. Oh, and shout out to Carbon Lilies, who got the nerd card question correct in my latest Venom movie video. You definitely know your stuff when it comes to comic book movies, so shout out to you, Carbon Lilies. There will be another nerd card question at the end of this video. All right, guys, I got to be honest here. I don't even have a script. I just heard about what is happening. I looked around. I did a little bit of research. And now I want to jump on here and try to explain as best as I can what I think is happening. First of all, I do not think this is a rumor. I think this is real. Dragon Ball Super is going off the air after March. Now, this will be the end of the Tournament of Power. And apparently the main reason for this happening is so that the entire animation staff over there at Toei for Dragon Ball is going to be able to focus on this new movie. Okay, so I'm going to talk about that in just a second. But essentially, we think this will coincide with the end of the Tournament of Power. And, you know, my first thought was, how crazy would it be if the Pride Troopers just win the Tournament of Power and our universe is erased? Wouldn't that be a nice way to tie everything up and just end it in March? I mean, obviously I'm joking. That would be terrible. But either way, it's kind of cool, I guess, that we're going to go out on a big bang here. I'm not going to lie, though. I am pretty bummed. I'm loving Dragon Ball Super. I was very excited to see where we could go after this. There's all sorts of cool, like, areas we could explore. People were thinking about the Planet Sadala arc. You know, you could go to other tournaments, or rather universes. There's the 4 universes that were not even involved in this tournament. So there's a whole bunch of lore that's been set up by Dragon Ball Super that we will not get to see explored, at least in the immediate future. So I'm kind of bummed about that. But what this does mean is that this movie is going to be a big focus. Essentially, what I'm hearing out there is that Toei believes that the Dragon Ball property is at a place right now that is so popular that they could essentially put a lot of their resources, essentially all of their resources, into this movie and go after a big box office take. So, like, you could think of it almost as like a bigger production. I don't want to say it's like on the level of live action, but it is going to be way bigger than both Battle of Gods, Fukatsu no F, and the production that was going into Dragon Ball Super. I don't know if this is crazy or not. Essentially, if they had unlimited resources, I suppose the move would be to continue the anime and then do the movie, but they just don't seem to think that's the best idea. They're also going to continue Toritaro's manga. It would be interesting to see where that goes, because if the manga catches up to the anime and actually surpasses it, we could go back to a place where we are adapting off of the manga for the future of the series. So a lot of people are thinking, well, Dragon Ball Super might come back in 2019, and that is very possible. Like, it's possible that they will bring it back. I don't know if that's the way that I think it's going to go. My opinion is they could actually do a completely different anime with Dragon Ball, with the characters, and it's possible that it would still rock out. Now, if this movie comes out and it absolutely crushes it, that will be good for the Dragon Ball brand, and it would make financial sense for them to go back to doing the anime, unless they have structured this movie in a way where they can make another movie and they start to go after kind of a different kind of audience, and they start to just put all of their resources into these movies. Now, ideally, I would love for them to realize that they have the audience for multiple things at once and really, really punch up the creativity on this thing. I mean, right now, everything kind of funnels through Toriyama, but I do believe they need to sort of let the reins out and just let new creators take hold of stuff. I mean, if you look at what is happening with Dragon Ball right now, some of the best stories are being told in video games. There's like fan fiction out there that's absolutely incredible. So the characters and this whole world has gotten to the point where they could essentially do many, many different things. So this is definitely not the end of Dragon Ball. Quite to the contrary, I think Dragon Ball is here to stay for a long, long time. We might even get a better anime next year or beyond it. But for the rest of 2018, we will be without Dragon Ball Super as an anime weekly. I mean, that's going to be a hole, man. That is really going to be tough to fill. But we will be looking forward to the movie. Hopefully that thing is just going to be rock and roll. And then we can roll right back into a different anime in 2019. But 2018 is starting to seem like kind of a whack year. I mean, we got no Game of Thrones. Now we're going to have no friggin' Dragon Ball Super, and the only Star Wars movie we're getting is Han Solo. So, you know, I don't know. Maybe Infinity War is just so good that everything is just kind of getting out of the way. But, yep, that's kind of the news, guys. Let me know your thoughts. Really interested to hear what everybody thinks about this down below in the comment section. I mean, I am personally kind of bummed, but if this is in the service for what is a better future for Dragon Ball, I can get behind it. So, I don't know. Those are just kind of my thoughts, but this movie better be freaking awesome. That's all I got to say. So, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, let's check that nerd card really quickly. This is actually going to be a Dragon Ball FighterZ question. Most recently, there has been the last official character revealed for that game. What is the name of that character? Answer that question in the comment section below. As I always say, I hope you are having an awesome and nerdy day. See ya!